So I've had the WisePhone for 14 days. I've decided to return the WisePhone because I feel that actually I'm not even sure. I think I've overcome a lot of the addictions that I had with the phone. I got rid of a lot of apps. Like I had pages like this. See these little dots? That used to be like this wide. That's how many pages I had of apps. So this is my home page today. Maps, weather, and my planner app, things 3, and notes. And for the second page I have all my other productivity app, notes, reminders, and I have screen time here. I used to play so much YouTube. I was clocking in like seriously 30, 40, 50 hours a week. So I cut a lot of that out. I still go on my iPad to consume content. So I cut down like 75 to 80% of my consumption of content. So on the third page I have all my audio stuff, podcasts, Audible, some music, Spotify, and I listen to HoloSync. It's a binaural beats program. These are all MP3s that I listen to. The fourth page I have these two are the brain exercise apps, Impulse and Elevate. This is like for articles and stuff that I collect, Kindle book, and I have my vocabulary app that I like. These are the rest of the apps at the last page, the app library. I still do have my Gmail, but I rarely look at it. I need the Gmail for like returning stuff to UPS, and that's one of the reasons like I'm returning the WisePhone, because it's just very inconvenient to not have a lot of the apps. For example, this parking app. So I went to Asbury Park, and the only way you can pay for parking is through an app. There were no meters, there was no coins. I brought my iPhone, but it didn't have cellular access, but this had cellular access and it has a hotspot. So I used this to download the app. If I didn't have these two, I would not have been able to park at that spot, and the other parking spot, which was free, would be like a mile away. So that's a very big inconvenience. And another time I had to park at a beach. I had my credit card, so I was able to look at the number where I parked, and then I went to this kiosk thing and I punched in the numbers and I put in the credit card, paid for it, and I took the receipt and then put it on the windshield. But if I had the app, if I had this, I could have paid it with my app and walked to the boardwalk and just forget about it. And then I can set an alarm when my time is up. I can add more money onto my parking. With the WisePhone, you can't do that, of course. I put in a lot of money. Okay, so I had like an hour left. We just got back in time, so there was no trouble with that. But if I did run out of time, I would have had to walk like a mile and a half back and then back to where my friends were. So that's a big inconvenience. But if you choose to go, you just gotta plan more, which I did that day. I didn't have the iPad or this iPhone. We just put in a lot more money and we planned it out and it worked out. So overall, the WisePhone was, before I bought the WisePhone, it helped a lot to reduce a lot of the apps, and made rules for myself. Like I made rules like no listening to podcasts from the house to the car, or the car to the house, or putting on my earphones on to listen to podcasts as I walk through the store. I cut out a lot of the podcasts. Yeah, because that was a lot of that was just too much information, and I wasn't allowing myself to think and process the information that I already have. Yeah, I believe it's on the roadmap with the WisePhone, and the Light phone, which is another brand, also has podcasts. I think you have to like download it. Like it's not like an app, a Spotify infinite. I think they call it infinite pool of information. These apps, like it's just infinite. You can go on forever listening to music. But with the Light phone and the WisePhone, I think they're gonna go with limited storage of podcasts that you can have on the WisePhone, so you can be more intentional in your listening. So you have to plan everything out. Why am I returning this? I don't know. I think I broke a lot of the habits that I had. I'm hoping that I don't fall back into endless scrolling, like downloading the TikTok and YouTube apps. Right now I currently don't have. I did delete the YouTube app here, but I did download it again like 3 or 4 times during the past 3 weeks that I had been using this, and I would delete it again to reduce the temptation of just endless scrolling. So it did it did help to have this, because sometimes I would just leave this downstairs and then this would be with me, and all you can do is look at the time and some messages and make a phone call. Okay, so I'll go through the features real quick. So we have the clock. That's cool. It's got the alarm. I used this a few times. It works well. I like the alarm sounds that they have. Okay, so you have the calculator. You know, nice and simple. I like the simplicity and like not too much color. The maps, I had one issue at one point. It just wouldn't move. Like I would be driving and it just didn't move, like no matter what I tried. And then eventually it started moving with me. But pretty much it works well. It worked 99% of the time, except for that one time that was like really frustrating. But I knew where I was going anyway. So the camera is decent. When you send photos from this phone and you do it like landscape and you send it through text, it goes on sideways. I don't know why that is, but this is like early stages, so it's not really like, I'm not, you know, complaining. I'm just telling you where it is right now with this phone. I'll show you the messages that I sent. That's how it sends. It doesn't go landscape. So my favorite feature here is the text messages. So this is what it looks like. Isn't that cool? It's like a book. I love it. So you have a regular flashlight. It's fine. They have this this family portal thing, so whatever you do on the phone is recorded on their servers, and you can't erase it. So this is really good for families. You know, if you have kids in school and there's bullying going on, all those interactions will be recorded. Your daughter, your kids can't erase it. So if they're embarrassed about something, you can monitor that. I believe they also monitor locations. So this company was started first for families. It's not really for the minimalist camp, although that was like just happened. You know, a lot of the minimalists just hopped on board here. That's about it. So I'll be returning this phone just because I kind of wish they did it for 30 days instead of 14, because that's the time where you actually like develop solid habits. So right now I'm trying to see, did I break my habits? I mean, am I gonna go back to my old habits of scrolling, and am I gonna be able to resist the temptations of downloading the apps again? I mean, so far I've been good. I've cut down my consumption of content by like 70-80%. I mean, I do think that having this for the past 14 days helped a lot. I would be hanging out with my friends and they would look at their phone, and then I would pull the WisePhone out. There's like nothing to do, and I'm like within like a 15-minute period, because I was just there and like I'm just looking around, and I had the impulse to pull out the phone and just try to look for something, but there was nothing to look for. Like there was really not much. I mean, I guess I can look at my messages again, but yeah, so this is a good phone. I recommend it for families especially. The texting on here is a lot more convenient. I never had the light phone, but I think I might get it if I go back to my habits of scrolling through my phone again. What I like about the light phone is just it's a different form factor than these. I had both of these because like I carry this for my camera. I like the camera on this is so much better than this one. So I use this for photos and videos and stuff. But it's kind of weird like having two smartphones in your pocket. So with the light phone, it would be cool to have like a little thing, and you can, you know, the brain doesn't get confused, you know, like, so you have this phone call and a text and then camera and other emergency apps for like parking and stuff with this one. The camera is decent. The photos came out okay. I never used the video, but it's okay. The Wise OS is on the right now currently on the Motorola Moto E. You can get these for like $99. The WisePhone is with the operating system altogether is like $399. So I've spent like $425 on it with the case and everything. Yeah, and that's it. Hopefully I manage well with the iPhone. I think I would be okay if I ever fall back to my habits. I'll either get the light phone, the WisePhone, or the Sunbeam F1 Orchid. It's a flip phone. Sunbeam is that I think that company started the same way these guys did. You know, they want to market to the minimalist market. So I missed the post office a few days ago. I'll be returning this today after this video. So I'm back on the iPhone and I'm happy with the switch back, but I did increased my use of the phone by 19%, and I average 3 hours and 5 minutes a day. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos for how to build a YouTube video and audience and get more views and such. So that's been a lot. That's 2 hours and 21 minutes for the day. And one of the webinars that I was advertised to. So far, I think I'm good. I just, it's possible that I'll go back to the WisePhone or the light phone, or if I lose control and like go back to like 8 hours a day of consuming. Yeah, so that's it.